Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and as you can tell, my library is still underway. We got plenty more to do, so I figured we'll just jump right in. Now, one of the first things I'm realizing I need is a storage area. Now, in the real library, they had a lot of administrative and storage stuff upstairs, but we're going to use this as a reading room, so we don't want to clutter it with chests full of, unnecessary boxes. What I'm thinking is, in the original library, there was a restroom down here, I believe. And whoops. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna reconcile these ceilings. I guess I could possibly have the wood go all the way, too deep there by using a second slab. Do I have a second slab? Let's try that. That's not ideal. But how do I resolve that over here? Oh, I just have it go into the wall. Yep. I'm not entirely sure. I guess another thing I could do is put stairs here, but that doesn't solve that problem anyway. So, what I wanted to do was set up a, staff-only area back here, where I could throw some chests in and just kind of get some stuff done. Yep, there we go. And we can also store another one back here, if we need it. Let's move that light higher up, so it's out of the way. Actually, we'll put it right here. So this is a very small area, but it's only for, the people who work here. So that's okay. And we'll go ahead and pick up our newly emptied shulker box and use this to run home and grab all the books that we want to put upstairs and downstairs and everywheres. So as you can tell, I've got quite the book collection here. Most of these are all enchanted books, but some of these up here are different poems I've written, and I've also got copies of the Hermit and Herald kind of somewhere that I need to, recover or copy myself again. I might need to clone some of Cleo's books because she might have more copies than I have, so that's going to be a priority as well. So I figure for right now, I'll go ahead and put the children's librarian's desk over here, as well as a nice little chest that we can use to basically just start storing all of the non-sorted books. I'm going to go through these and sort them into areas later, but for the time being, there's just too many of them to really handle. So I've gone ahead and I've set up the general enchanting area over here, as well as I kind of put in some bookshelves along the walls, and I have some chests for different various armor things, like protection or unbreaking. Now I figure I'm also going to want to do things like thorns or what have you, and I was thinking about how best to do that. Some of that might be by using these trap chests to kind of combine those here, whoa. Well, I didn't think that would work. I thought they would stay unique. Yeah, there they go. I'm realizing as I label this blast protection, that's actually out of alphabetical order. I should probably have all of these in alphabetical order to some degree. That would help. That's a big part of libraries. Like having this labeled like the protection section. So I'm also anticipating protection and unbreaking will require more chests than other things because there's so many of them. I should probably put a cool light on either side of the protection section sign so it's easier to read. Yeah, that helps a bit. I am planning to come through here and carpet this as well, but we're trying to kind of figure out the core concept of how we're going to do this. So now that you guys understand the core concept from the protection section, and I'm going to carry that forward with tool enchantments and weapon enhancements, or enchantments as well, probably should go ahead and figure out what I want to do next, because this is something I should do off camera, the actual placing all of these signs and books and stuff. That'll just take a while, and that's not fun to watch. I do need to grab these efficiency books though. Oh, and an unbreaking book, plus as well, all of the other unsorted books as well. Let's go ahead and shop these up real quick and replace that with this. Now we don't have to worry about evenness. This is a lot better. And let's go ahead, kind of sort this a bit. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but it kind of works too. I'm also a little tempted to just remove this side piece here because this is such a narrow walkway to kind of give this corner a little bit more. Oh, ease of use, but that is going to, in fact, impair that to some degree. Dang it, okay. Regretting every part of that decision. Nope, that part too. Regretting additional parts of that decision-making process. Let's go grab our sword and run out here real quick and grab that missing block before it causes some deep pain. Restored. Let's go ahead, figure out our easy listening, our general, like, quiet reading section up here. Now, a few places I could put bookshelves would be like the corners that don't have stuff like this. So there's one corner, that one has a window on it. Okay, so I have only one corner I could put bookshelves on. So that makes me think that I probably want to have like a few kind of rows of them along the ground, or maybe along here. That seems kind of fair. And possibly along the front here. Okay, so that definitely says library a bit more. Now I could do this corner as well as that corner. Oh, and I might want to get a stone brick thing to cover up that part of the chimney too. Now this does make the room feel a little bit smaller, I'll note, but I think it might be worthwhile nonetheless. Now I think that faces outside. Nope, it does not. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and throw 3 right here. Now that we have other corners that we've been able to put books in. Yeah, that seems a little bit more reasonable. And I'm thinking of having a few, just kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That still seems pretty okay. I arguably should have some sort of railing along here so people don't just fall down. Now, I'm guessing I could use fence posts for that, like the wooden fence posts. Minecraft doesn't really provide a great tool for those. Oh, let's grab these other books and also drop them off downstairs. So many books to sort. It's like working in a real library. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually did work in a real library at one point. Not this library, but my first summer before I started college, I worked in a real library. Like sorting books and putting them on shelves and checking out books to people. It's pretty fun. It was all, whoa, for a second I thought there was a zombie there. It was all like barcode driven though, whereas like when I was a kid, this library that I used to visit was not barcode driven at all. I'm realizing I went all the way downstairs and did not bring back the fence posts I wanted. Also, I want to grab some stuff to make chairs. Now, there's not a lot of great comfortable chairs you can make in Minecraft with the materials I have, but I haven't really used birchwood planks for anything in this build, so I'm thinking that might be a safe one. Also, these iron bars might be what I need for my walkway up there, but I might try glass panes as well, because we have a lot of glass panes in general in this building, and I think it might look nice. So, we'll have some birch seats. I don't really think you would want tables per se, but I might be wrong. So let's see, 6 iron bars is not going to be enough here, so let's give the glass panes a try. Although with the iron bars I could go straight across. Yeah. Well, that still makes it feel pretty airy, although maybe even just having some sort of additional lip here would be helpful. Like if I turn these into stairs instead of half slabs, I can come back and try that later. What I did want to do though is let's figure out, I figure people like sitting and looking out windows, although this one would be kind of in the walkway here. Like this might be a nice place to sit, although you can't really. Maybe the way to do this one would be to cut these out and then to move the bench up. So this way, this is just like a viewing area. So yeah, you could sit here and read your book, looking out that way. Other primo window views would be probably over here. I can see people wanting to sit here. Look out. And then when we get over here, we run into the same problem with this. So maybe a second couch kind of facing this way. It's not quite as pretty as that one. And another one kind of here. And then in terms of the actual reading contents, all these books we have mostly are written by me, but I've got one by CubFan here and some by Cleo somewhere else I need to find. So we wanted to find the books by author. Ooh, also, do we want to put like sides on these? Look at this. It's like I'm learning to play Minecraft as an actual decorator. Wow, so fancy. So I'm also thinking about putting a couch kind of in here. Now, I don't want this to block the walkway too much, but I feel like if I put it like here, that's kind of nice and cozy. It isn't going to be in anyone's way. Oops, dang it. Gotta get better at that. So then when we come up here, we've got these spaces I just created where we can put authors. And so, like, I know Zombie Cleo is going to be alphabetically at the end. Maybe we need to... Now, how many authors are we going to have on the server? I'm guessing a few. So what I'm probably going to want to do is kind of continue this alternating chest and whatnot thing. Maybe that's the answer to this. Is what really needs to go here is just blocks. Just bookshelf blocks. So then right here, we would have sort of by author, Hills, comma, Joe. Done. And we can throw all the books that I wrote in there. Oops, not the one Cub Fan wrote. Fan 135, Cub. And we can put his book here. And then we can have over here Cleo, comma, Zombie. Done. And I don't have her books yet, so this is a good start. Let's see, do I have any other materials or anything on me that I really wanted to use this episode right now? Oh, I did want to hide that chimney. I feel like that's a good addition right there. That actually works pretty well. Now, there's not going to be any crafting benches or anything like that fancy up here because this is more of a just kind of general... Let's see, I might actually try putting 2 blank signs on the back of that just to see if that... Because then it looks like this is intended to not fall over. I wonder if it would be worthwhile to put the upside down stairs like here. Gotta be careful with this axe not to dig too fast. That kind of gives it an interesting lip. And then that actually kind of lets me segue into that really neatly. Now, although that wall there does create problems. So, yeah, I guess I would leave that as is for the time being. Not sure that this block is actually doing anything here. Go ahead and pull that. That keeps this all feeling a lot more open. Oh, and there we go. When we turn on the connected textures and Optifine, these windows look even better up here. Now, not every player is going to have that, but man, it does make a little bit of a difference, I think. So, yeah, this area is nice. We can come up here and read some books. I'm going to have to probably install a second set of boxes. Like, I'll put in some more chests or whatever for additional authors on the server as I discover them. I'm not sure how many people actually write anything. So, we'll have to... you know what? Let's close this out by reading Horse by CubFan135 in our nice little new reading chair here. Dear Joe, I have taken the liberty to acquire a horse of the highest caliber for you. It enjoys golden carrots and long runs on the beach. Take care of it. CubFan135. Wow, that feels like a book written just for me. You know, it's amazing when an author can just connect with you in that way, I gotta say. So, thank you, CubFan, for sharing your imagination and intellectual boldness with the world. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.